Hey, what's going on, y'all? Yeah, back with another one. Embracing being an independent thinker, series number 8. This is like a Monday stream every other Monday, all indies. Um, somewhere around, I would say the summertime. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it's just what I'm saying. But yeah, this is gonna be a good series. Let me get started with the thinking series, but in case y'all don't know, yesterday was hectic, but we're going to talk about something different tonight. So this is a Monday series, so we're going to think about what we think independently and things like that nature. Let me get set up in the studio and things like that. I am listening. Salute, 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 man, salute. Okay, this is part 8. I know people are not going to come through right away. We're gonna see how this will take. This ain't gonna be a marathon stream because I can cut it to 3 hours. Have a good time. No fuckery today, tonight, y'all. Y'all had that yesterday. We'll get back to serious content as we see. Let me see. Independent Thinker series. The Independent Thinker series. There we go. All right, all right. Back at it at the helm. So when we had the Independent Thinking series, it's key things. We expound on different ideas instead of the typical red pill manosphere. I say man, I say minosphere, what we call them over here, because we're villains. It's the villain sector of the villain sphere, right? And we also call it the trimmy trim land. We don't support that either. So we are the villain sphere or the villain sector of the villain sphere. Oh hell, Gray Skull in the building. And like I said, man, this is the content you're going to come through, different ideas and things like that. I may do a vlog stream tomorrow about goodwill trimming, part 2. Talk about because this is Black History Month, right? We're going to talk about C words tomorrow. I'm going to go in and talk my little ish, and that's it. And I'm going to do a little pre recording. Yeah, what's going on, Captain? Oh, hell, Gray Skull in the building, in the building. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. To the motherfucking Gray Skull. I know people doing a thing and their reliance on everything. So yeah, everybody's busy because I know it's Monday night. So it'd be like a series to remember. So again, I know I'm starting early. I know it's 7:53 and it's gonna be we're in it in, so we're like 3 to 24 minutes in. So like I said, it's gonna come down to two things. So we see the big picture for what it is. And a lot of things is going on. I know the sports world is on fire. There's several head coaches I see prominent. And it is what it is, man. But shouts out to Cerulean with another pre-record. He has some insightful stuff. And it is what it is. It is what it is. I think the whole purpose of it just shows what time it was. And it's just what it is. Uh that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not really worried about what's going on today and tonight. So I think this is going to be one of the few streams that you're going to get in and I seen what's going on. But it's been a wild week, so this week is good. So we seeing what's going on. But mainly I think you could think outside the realm. So it's a lot of fuckery going on. But last I was drinking because I was talking off air with the fellas and we talk about very interesting topics. I mean, I usually don't talk about historical shit and things like that, but Cerulean had some good points about the the immigrants taking our stuff and things like that and not giving us as a people and things like that. The Aboriginal channel is nice. I'm gonna deem that more often. It's a good channel, and I was so busy caught up in the little sidebar shit. So, what I saw at certain channels, but I'm not gonna mention no names, but I'm just gonna let it be. But yeah, I mean, it's the start of the continuation of what's going on. So I know everybody's busy doing live streams, going crazy shit. So I'm just doing my content over here. So yeah, but embrace it being a thinker and stay away from frivolous topics and things like that. I mean, we're gonna joke, but as I said, the individuals that I addressed yesterday, even though I had to take the stream down because there was a lot of fuckery on the panel. Um, like I said, to y'all, greetings, Shark, greetings. Like if you like I said, for the individuals and a few individuals that kind of unsubscribe, whatever, he said this in early January, and I'm going to expound on. Like, I don't give a fuck. It's my content. I do what I want. Like, if I say certain people's names, I give praise to, and their works and their talents, I'm going to do that. But if you have a problem with it, you could address me on any of these discussions, even this year, last month. Was you too much? Y'all too busy to be a bunch of cowards and try to co-op shit. I'm not gonna conform to y'all's little bullshit. That shit ain't gonna last, bruh. I get what y'all want, but that's not it, bruh. That's our own program. Like I said, I always preach ACS over here. And HYON, hold your own nuts, man. Come on, bruh. We don't do that bullshit over here. So, like I said, content is content. You do what you do. Yes, subjective. What Nadia said, it's true. She's got good stuff, and she had a coffee stream that was pretty cool. I peeked in and gave my thoughts on it, and it's a good show. It's a lot of good shows yesterday, and shouts out to everybody that did their thing and contribute, and appreciate everybody in Wacky for supporting me yesterday. It's a legendary Wacky World of O. Like I said, it's gonna be more type of content coming down the pipe. So Wednesday stream, yes, I will talk about egalitarianism part 2, and that's the main part of what I'm gonna be. So y'all give me 1 second. Yeah. And it's just what it is. I mean, the type of content I do, that's just what I do. I don't care what nobody else think. And if y'all have an issue with it, y'all should address it. I'm just not tripping off of certain things right now. A lot of people they just gonna disagree, and that's cool. You think I care? I get less views every now and then, but sometimes when you're in the algorithm, you're competing with others. But I compete with the ones in my competition. But if I do thrive, that's it. Since I don't do a lot of fuckery streams. That's a good thing. I'm in the right track. I talk my shit every now and then on these open discussions about certain individuals. It is good. I'll give them that smoke. People disagree, we can have a conversation. But I don't give a damn what no one else thinks. I mean, villains do what we do. We move the needle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see it for what it is. And it's just what it is. That is what it is. And like I said, man, I'm not even worried about what's going on. But most people, they just got to be mindful of what's going on. But I will say this. That situation in January, since it was a dry month, I was going to address that Sunday because I got sidebar with the fuckery. Man, you dudes need to step off, man. Like y'all not doing any real content. Y'all not doing any real content. Like y'all been decimated already. I'm dusting y'all left and right. So since y'all becoming panel prostitutes, I got to put y'all in y'all's place, man. Like y'all know the individuals that I'm talking about that ain't around, and that's a good thing. But see, some people do different things and they talk their shit and do whatever. But yeah, man. But the elder was going in on somebody today. Shouts out to the Supreme Elder for the support and appreciate him, man. Like, yeah, man. And he said I took heed to what he said. Yeah, that situation with the court jester, man, that was needed. And I'll take correction. I did a stream on this too, on the after stream with legendary Wacky World. Oh, Wacky stream. He went against Big Truck. If you watch my heavy hitter stream, you gotta watch the one with what's his name? What's his name? Soul and Black. It all started from an after stream, and I was gonna do an after stream, and he was surprised and things like that. What's going on? Toya, the ultimate one son in the building. In the building. But I'm just saying, man, like I think that stream alone, we was talking about men don't like correction offline and online. And it's just what what it was. Like I enjoy that shit. It was like 7 hours. That was last year. And this is when I was doing longer live streams when Dre started coming around and we started doing our thing and just start dominating, the conversations. So what you're saying is, I mean, you give me a big salute. Salute to you for that. I know you was going in on someone and hey, keep doing your thing, man. I know you're fair with it. You don't associate with everyone. That's cool. That's why I respect the Supreme Elder. He always do great work over there. He has good content. Y'all subscribe to what he's saying. Former Marine himself. But I know it's Black History Month because it's just what it is. So yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. There's probably one over there. But you know what I'm saying? Like I know people are just coming through right now, so and it may not be longer. So, the advisors got one coming through. So, I'll open up in a minute when it gets to an hour mark. And then I'm gonna cut it short around 3 hours. So it is what it is. So yeah. Oh shit. Ugh. Damn. Mm. I need to stop doing that. Yeah. I don't watch this bullshit. What's going on? Yeah. Yeah. It's just what it was, man. But yeah, the whole point of me, doing this series, it all started from the summer, some fall or something like that, and I decided to do it. So I think it was somewhere around the fall, something like that. It was sporadic, and I decided to bring it back fall, winter, and spring, but I'll end it in the summertime. So yeah, man, it is what it is, and it's just what it was. So I'm not really surprised in so many words. Oh, cool, 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 cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just here for like a good couple of hours. So, when I see the advisor go live, I'll be there in a couple of, I'll be there in the chat, whatever. So, y'all bear with me and things like that. So, but the advisor knows what time it is. and it's just what it is. And then I'm just not really tripping off of anything right now. So yeah. So like I said, you do what you got to do and things like that. And I'm just like, yeah. So this series, it started out like one of those series. We talk about real things and think from outside the box. I was anti red pill spaces for a while. It all started in March, and then before I had the gear and everything and stuff like that. But this actually helped me for a long term. So, and got to my standard mic, thank God. So I had a recent microphone, just getting another stand, so I'm good on the gear and stuff. That's all my dynamic stuff, so I'm good on that front. Try to work on the interface so I can talk to y'all clearly. This one I'm gonna keep. This is one I'm gonna keep during streams and things like that. So I don't like the yoke mount on this thing, but I do like to play back how I sound. I'm gonna try this on the stream. Eventually, I'm gonna try it Sunday stream because I had to use the handheld. Handheld got me through it a lot. So it's easy to talk y'all handheld anytime. Yeah, man. And that's just what it is. So, like I said, some people just talk, and that's what it is. Oh, hell, Chris Skull, Dr. Doom, Dre. Appreciate it, appreciate it, appreciate it, appreciate it. There you go. Yeah, I'll check you out, man. Yeah, man. Cause it's gonna be at 9. So yeah, 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 yeah. We'll see how this stream will go. Cause I will start it, and then it's just cause it's 8 something. It ain't even an hour yet. So I mean, yeah, y'all check out the advisor. He's gonna have some momentum tonight. So we're gonna have some good times and things like that. So we're gonna keep this going. And like I said, we're just gonna have our moments. So cause I ain't gonna be here much longer, and I'll come through. So yeah, man, because it's not much when you think about certain things. Oh shit. And I'm just like, just talking, but mainly mainly I just like was doing something around the house. I was looking at certain streams, but I was looking at some sports. Like, there's some new head coaches around. I'm like, it's something. Then the All Star game with Lamelo Ball. I'm just like, oh man, they starting off quick. But the Super Bowl weekend. Oh, that stream will be earlier. I'm gonna have fun with that stream because the teams that I will say they'll win that. I don't know if it's the Bengals or the Rams. That's gonna be interesting. Super Bowl. It's gonna be tricky. I don't know who to pick in that Super Bowl. I don't really care. I don't really bet. I'm just gonna see the results. So I don't really do those. That's a Super Bowl I didn't really care for. So I'll watch it and see for what's what. And you just gotta see for what it is. So yeah. Let me see something real quick. Copy that. Yeah. Shit. 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 Let me get this out the way. Yeah. Oh man, I gotta get this mic under control. Oh, oh. I gotta get used to that. Get a better chair in the future. Shit. Eyes is all messed up. Well, that's the one thing I can say about me at this point. But yeah, I've been chilling, man. I was trying to listen to some music and things like that. And I took a rest. I had to take a shower, so I was like, you know what? Let me get talk for this week. So got to be hygienic. I said be hygienic for the bitches, but you know how it is. You know how it is. People doing their thing and they just out here tripping on the same old silly shit as always. So, like I said before, man, you got to think for yourself, and you can't be yes men around that. But the goodwill trimming will come tomorrow, so don't worry, y'all. That's gonna be a fun stream. Black History Month, man. I should have talked about Nat Turner yesterday. Yeah, Nat Turner is one of the guys, our heroes. Why the white folks don't even talk about him as much. Revolutionary and everything, right? So you got his get back and everything, slave revolts, and it's just what it was. And like I said, it's like I said, you know what I'm saying? But I was thinking about it long term. What's going on, degenerate? Salute, salute, man. Salute. Glad you're here. And then I'm gonna keep this to a minimum. And I'm not gonna have them like I had yesterday because yesterday was a little hectic. I'm gonna be on this for a while, so I will say give me like 1 or 2 hours, so I'll come through and check the what you call it, the advisor out. So like I said, it's gonna be a lot of wild shit. So he's gonna do his thing and everything else, and then I'll hop through and slide through. So you know how people is. Okay, okay, yeah. Hold on for a second. Oh, okay. But it's one of those things, man. Nice sir, what's going on? Greetings, greetings, nice sir, greetings. People's just gonna be who they are. So, oh, great. Chat is what it is now. Okay, just look at my little studio and things like that nature. But like I said, you got to think for yourself sometimes. And so one of the things is like in this series is usually short because my series is not really that long because the longest we ever had was like 7 hours. So it ain't really much because this is like a Monday stream because I can cut corners and anytime I can get and I'll pass right through. And like I said, it's one of those series you just like, okay, this is one of those series like Monday. Yeah, this is the eighth edition and we come through. And yeah, man, because I know this is on, the last one was 4 hours, the other one's 3 hours, but the other two was 7 hours because I was responding to my older ones, and then the 3 hours. The first one I had was 4 hours. That was like in the summertime or something like that. And then, you just had the black pill and all that. And being embracing being an independent thinker. And that was like an hour. So speaking of the advisor. Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on? Oh, you gotta get set up. Okay.
Oh, there we go. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, man?
It's cracking like it, man. He's waking up in
Man,
here.
this going on. I mean, it's been wild, man. You've been cracking heads lately.
Oh
I'm
man.
just messing. I'm just
Oh
messing with
man.
you.
Oh man. Yeah, that was yeah. Hey man. Hey. But you gotta collect on petty after 4 years, man. But ah, ah, long petty, man. Long petty. What's going on? Oh, what's going on? Degenerate? What's going on, Nicer? How you doing?
Yeah.
Man, Nicer, I wish he was around when being the captain, man. We was talking about them beats. We was talking about the beats. You know what I'm saying? Cat was talking about his beat making process.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What's good? What's going on, man? You see YouTube being set aflame right now, man?
Oh
Wow.
yeah, man. I'm loving it. I mean, yesterday was wild. Gino did his thing. He held his own nuts. Like I applaud the young villain
Oh
himself, man.
man.
Man,
Hey
he had to do
man.
what he had to do. So I had to make some adjustments. Me, the
Mm,
captain, chopped it up afterwards, it's a little small after stream, but but I knew it was coming. That's Sunday Madness, but that Super Bowl, man,
yeah.
is gonna be very, very telling. I'm curious about the Rams. I like their defense, but I don't trust their damn offense. Like the two quarterbacks has never been in a Super Bowl before, right? To me, I told my pops, I said, this is gonna come down to coaching. I mean, a little bit, but I'm just gonna say who wants it more? Who wants it more? What's going on, CJ? He said, you're
Yerp, CJ Yerp.
in
What's
the
going
building.
on, CJ Yerp?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh yeah. Yerp, CJ Yerp.
What's going on, Lady Love? Yeah. Yeah, but that Super Bowl, man, it's gonna be interesting. I know I'm gonna start that stream around 11 a.m. Eastern, right?
Yeah.
And I have to do it because I didn't want to start around 2. I said, you know what? Because I'm gonna watch the game. You know what I'm saying? Because I want
Yeah.
to be in tune with the shit. So yeah, I'm gonna be on course because I realized I said, wait a minute, I'm gonna do this at 11 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Probably stop around 3 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all can come up and we just chill and talk about the game and things like that. So, different subject matter, we're gonna talk about sports.
Yeah, it's all sports, man. It's man stuff. Man
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. That's the whole point with this series. It's a combination of that and stop thinking this red pill stuff. I mean, when Saruin dropped those 2 pre-records, I said, God damn, he's on fire. He went in today.
Mm-hmm.
He went in
Yeah.
today, and I said that thing lasted 3 hours. I said, damn, that's a good pre-record. I'm thinking about doing that. Technically, chop
Yeah.
it up and just pieces. I gotta find something.
I
But
know.
once I do that, yeah, yeah, man. But I just been hanging back. But the elder, he surprised me today. He shouted me out. I
Oh
told
wow.
him, yeah, man. You
Oh.
know,
Oh.
yeah, yeah. Like today, I was like, he shouted me out about that correction. I told him, like, I did a stream on that with Soul and Black. I think we was on it. That was a hell of a stream.
Mm-hmm.
But oh shit, I got a bot. Thank you, thank you. See, I made
Appreciate
it.
you. Appreciate
Is you?
you.
Yeah.
Said Super Bowl.
Yeah, it says Super Bowl. Yeah. See, I did it. See? See, I know I'm going to make it, but see, this is going to be an interesting night. Yay. But like I said, man, I forget what his pre-record was called. What was it called? Because I knew it was something. And
Right.
yeah, he said, but others and groups and yeah, I always thought like that too. And we discussed that off air, and they always want to talk all that shit. And I'll never forget, Faston was trying to pull a fast one on us on the 3rd shift, and you had him told. One thing I respect about that conversation, it ended up being good. So you know how it is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Who's this? Who's this new guy? Okay. Marquise Kid. What's good? What's y'all on? I
Yeah.
don't know who,
No.
I don't know who that is, but yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. But hey, man. Niggas act crazy, man. Bullets are ready in the clip. Snipe time.
Yeah, it's snipe time. Yeah, man. I
Yeah,
told y'all. I'm not gonna speak about that the incel problem no more. I kind of fall back from that. It's no need, man. It's run its course. Ecosystem time. I'm just thinking about it. Yeah, man. If you're part of the ecosystem, I can't save you. I mean, villains don't do that over here. Like I said, ACS. That's what we're about. But we have a sidebar slogan: HYON. Hold your own nuts. But that goodwill trimming, man. I gotta do it for Black History Month. I won't have to do it
yeah.
twice. Address these C words, man. These coons, man.
Um,
These
appreciate
turncoats. I won't call them turncoats
you.
because
You welcome.
yeah, turncoats,
Mhm.
Coney, Booners, Sooners, whatever you want to call them. These dudes are dangerous. There's different levels to it. I know people are gonna be pissed on this stream. Yes, I'm gonna vlog stream. Goddamn it, you're gonna see me walking around, and I'm gonna show you how to get outside and breathe. But niggas need to stop doing this shit. We gotta
Man,
stop this trimmy trim shit. Yeah, man.
who you telling, man? Like that's what I'm saying, man. It's just crazy, man. Like you know what, man? I ain't even. I'm like they're gonna do what they're gonna do.
It's a random
Um,
dude found the stream. Okay. Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
you
Welcome
just
to the stream, man. Welcome
welcome
to the
to the
stream.
stream, man. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Or person. We don't know.
We
You
don't
don't want.
know, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I
You know.
appreciate you for coming through, man. It's one of those series that you're gonna be very interesting like that. So, like I said, um, man, because I know tonight you gonna be on fire, knowing you, because I have to
Man.
check
Yeah,
it
we
out. Yeah, I have
gonna
to
have a
check
good
that out.
time, man. Like man. Like things were said, things were handled,
Hmm.
damage was done. And
Yes.
some damage wasn't done, man. Like it wasn't all about like damage. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was on some man stuff. There was like, you know how people say conflict resolution, and everybody wants some type of conflict to be resolved in
Hmm.
the best way possible. And the best way possible is for them is peace and everybody kumbaya and he and to the ha, right? And that's not really
Hmm.
true, man. Conflict resolution is just so you're not in conflict, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like you know what I mean? Like, in conflict means is I'm not going at you ain't going at me. You stay in a little hovel and you say what you say. You know what I'm saying? And then if we happen to run across each other, we know we do not deal with each other in a level of more than being just cordial, right? And cordial is speaking or not speaking. You just walk past each other, not say a word. You don't do nothing to me, I don't do nothing to you, and whatever, right? That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, and then that doesn't mean that if I do something, you can't be critical and say what you need to say. And if you do something, I can be critical and say what I need to say, but it doesn't go past or go below the belt. It stays above board. It's about whatever you did and the subject matter in which you got the information. Now, if you're going out slandering and doing all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying, without receipts or information, and how you're doing it and why you're doing it is a whole different situation, right? So
Hmm.
that's conflict resolution. People don't understand that. People want people to kumbaya,
Yeah.
man. That's not it.
My man, I'm not a bot, man. I'm actually a person. I'm just saying, like, cause I get a lot of trolls a lot, man, because they hate my content. They just want to start some shit. We dealt with a lot of trim trolls, these trims over here. So
Oh no.
I mean, we good over here. What's his name? Marquise kid. We good, man. It's just we dealt with a lot of bullshit lately. So you're not the only one. So this is pretty normal. So yeah, I had a lot of fuckery for the last couple of weeks, but it's a good thing. That means I'm back.
Yes,
This style of content is new to me because I've yet to see anybody
mm,
talking any different. I'm trying to push that needle. And shouts out to the Supreme Elder again. He said he liked what we're doing over here. Yeah, I have to call it out, man, because some niggas, they
mm,
just so dumb. It's okay to roast them and fall back and let them hang themselves and you entertain the
yeah.
BS, but bring some knowledge. I mean, what you told about Ticket TV, man, like his shit is what it is. Him,
No, it's
Carcino, that
no. I'm
little
not.
crew, that little crew, and what you call who I watch, Too Raw for TV. He's good too. He has streams too. He has panels every once in a while, but He has good
Yeah.
content. He does pre-record content. Yeah,
There's
big
another
money.
dude I was up there, man. I think earlier before the season started, before the
Yeah,
NBA season started. They was arguing with me about uh Russell Westbrook, man,
right.
and I was like, "Yo, the Lakers should have got Ben Simmons if they was going
Hmm.
to get between Ben Simmons and Russell Westbrook." And I was saying because at least Ben Simmons is a point guard,
Right, right.
outstanding defender, man, crazy defender, and you ain't gonna worry about the crowd yelling and screaming, "Don't shoot the ball," because the nigga don't shoot. I'm like, LeBron gonna make him shoot, but LeBron am not gonna put him in a situation where
Yeah.
he's not gonna shoot. Y'all acting like the nigga don't shoot, right? He does
Hmm.
shoot. He just shoots close to the rim. He does layups and dunks and things like that. He would rather not shoot. Like he's a what a 6'7" point guard. He's Magic Johnson, bro.
Yeah,
Like
like 6. Yeah, he's 6'8", close to
yeah,
in that range. Yeah,
yeah.
he's
You know,
6'8".
say
He's
was
two. He's 250. You know, like a lot of people say 260. Yeah, he's in that range.
yeah.
He's a versatile small forward, big man. But what we call in school when we play ball, you know, the 3 spot and the 1 spot, they call them guards. Obviously,
Oh
why?
God.
Because they dribble the ball so much. They can't be in the post because they're always on the perimeter. The 4 and the
Mhm.
5 spot, I think they was teaching us about high screens, low screens. Since I was like 6'3" at the time, because we had smaller guards. That's the problem. You know, in the South, you don't have guys 6'8" like LeBron and 6'6" and like that. That's what you see. But in varsity, oh yeah, you see 7-footers. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
it's rare. It's like a dime a dozen. It ain't that many because the 7-footer. There was this kid named Wesley Moore. He's huge. He was just tall and skinny. He went to Mississippi State. He got to the team because of his height. You know, he was like tall for nothing. Most people say, yeah, his height. And he got some 7-footers that can play like a Shaq almost, but a semi Shaq. But they didn't make it to the league, but they played overseas. But like I said, like you do have dudes like LeBron's. I remember back in the day, throw stuff off the backboard. This is one
Mhm.
scrimmage. It's in the fall. It's a school in Murfreesboro. It's called Oakland High School. I don't know if I'll tell y'all this story. There's this kid. He was 6'8". I think he was like varsity, right? I was a freshman watching. I was 6'3" at the time. This dude was like 6'8", massive. Now I know he probably played on the football team, whatever, but he can play that ass with that basketball. Reminds you of Zion Williamson. When he threw
Mhm.
that off the backboard and dude was getting posterized and banged on the back of his head, I was like, God damn, that was some strength. They was throwing alley oops to each other like it's ridiculous to our little pathetic small varsity small school. I was like, oh man, I knew this is gonna be a long day. And I said, damn, they was killing them on the boards. Two
Mhm.
6'8" guys dominating, playing the 4 and 5 spot. And then the rest of us around our height play the guard spot, or sometimes we rotate. That's the thing. So yeah, man, it is what it is. So I'm not really tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It is. I'm telling you, man. Like you're absolutely right. Like it's one of the things, man. Where the I think the way the NBA is like changing. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
Hmm.
what's up, nice? The NBA is changing in such a way where it's getting to the point when you see it throughout the league, you're going to get because and I would say it's the Steph Curry, Golden State, Draymond Green effect. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where your center, you know what I mean? Your center's got to be is actually going to Euro ball. Like remember
Hmm.
all because we keep forgetting about like those centers that start coming over like in like was it the mid 90s?
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like you start getting a lot of them European centers, and and those centers, man, they started kind of more being like a Hakeem Olajuwon. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
Right? They start like pulling guys away, pulling the big men away from the basket.
Yeah.
And then like the Bulls really pushed that because if you look at the Bulls on their last three-peat, look at these centers. Like you got Luke Longley from Australia, you got Wellington.
Yeah.
Like
Wellington.
you wasn't really paying attention to the centers, right? Because they didn't really they were inconsequential. because the Bulls had they had shock troop centers. They were just there to
Yes,
suck up fouls and stuff like that. Like if you think about it, the power forward did all the heavy lifting with the rebounds.
with the
Like
rebounds,
yeah,
I'll
and the
say
defense. Yeah,
defensive and offensive rebounds. Actually, the scoring too. Like,
the
cause
scoring too.
most big men didn't score that much. I mean, they
Yeah,
did. I mean, the
yeah. Shaq
most they
was
would
like
score.
the
He's
last of a
different.
dying
Yeah,
breed. Yeah, he
yeah,
was the last of a dying breed. Like, cause yeah, if you look at
yeah.
it, like, cause Patrick Ewing, cause
He was
cause
good too.
he was
Yeah,
good too. But the problem was like you can see the league shifting from inside out to
yeah.
outside maybe in, right?
Maybe in. Yeah,
And now it's like then San Antonio fucked it all up with Tim Duncan, right?
yeah.
It
That's the
it
thing. Yeah,
yeah, it was just out. It was out. It was that pick roll rotate, right?
yeah.
It was
Pick
like
and
pick
pop, pick
roll,
and
yeah,
roll. Yeah,
yeah, pick roll rotate, and then Golden State. If you look at it, it's then Miami went ISO. It's like ISO, right? Because if you think about who did the heavy damage, like Chris Bosh would maybe get off every now and again, but it was pretty much it went from the power forward to the strong to the small forward to the guard, right? But it was really through LeBron, small forward, point forward, that, right?
yeah.
And then you go to Cleveland, and then it was like the point guard can score, what I mean, stuff like that. But then Steph and them changed the game because you know it was like what LeBron was doing, but guaranteed shooters. So it's like 3 point. Like if you look, like it's like they if you look at how they play, the ball come down the court, pick and roll, throw it in the inside, swing the ball around, dude comes running off like Reggie Miller and Ray Allen off of a screen, right? And then you got three dudes on the arc, wide open, right? It's like they collapse the zone, and then
Hmm.
who you gonna pass it to? And then if the guy shoots, he shoots. But the thing is when you shoot the ball from the 3 point arc, right?
Go on, TC Killer. Hmm.
It's going to easy kill. It's going to be a long rebound. So now guards and what I mean, you got your shooting guards and your point guards like Russell Westbrook or somebody like that
Yeah,
getting like 10 rebounds a game or averaging five. But then this allows, if like half the team is not in the hole, it allows them to get back on defense faster, but it speeds up the
let's go on,
game.
1G. Salute.
What's going on, Juan G? You tall?
You
You know,
tall?
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Like you
man.
said about LeBron, that frame he actually kind of changed what small forward is now. They actually ruined it with the ball handling. That's when the guards kind of went back to the basket like Westbrook. Spoke my father about this. I said the reason you see that it was done
Mm-hmm.
on purpose by David Stern. They want to see something
Mm-hmm.
different. When the small forward did it, he kind of took he's a front court guy technically, but we
Yeah.
know in certain high schools and collegiate levels, they're considered guards too. They can go both ways.
Yeah.
That position dominates, like it's almost like a wide receiver in football. He has to be on that perimeter. Their job is to inside and out, but 9 out of 10, when they get older, they always stay inside. Like that's what
Yeah.
they do when they get older. Because when they're younger, oh, it's a different ball game. They up and down, pass it around, and
Yep.
yeah, LeBron kind of changed that.
Off
You know,
dribble.
he set the standard. He actually, well, he surpassed Larry Bird in that. I don't know
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Havlicek. You know, that's who he's competing against with the most championships. That's what you would say. I wouldn't say championships. I would say statistics. He got him in
Yeah.
statistics. He's equal or over him, even though he don't have 8. But the
Mm-hmm.
dude is a whole nother beast. So I
Mm-hmm.
hold Havlicek, James. It could be Havlicek or James up and down. And there's several other small forwards were good too. Accomplishments, but LeBron is like he's well rounded in this era because you can say he's the best of this era and all time. I would say in modern eras of the late 20th centuries, you can beat him on Kobe and wherever that is. It's not that much for Kobe. He's a guard. I wouldn't compare the two. They're two different species. What's going on, Jay
Yeah.
Sean? Salute.
What's up,
And
Sean? What's going on, family?
it's just what it is. But yeah, man. And that's just how you get down with it. So, you know.
Yeah, man. They, you know the the other thing I was looking at, right? When you was
Hmm.
mentioning something about David Stern, I
Yeah,
think and I'm glad that you said he wanted to change it up because if you look at Jordan in the last half of the last half of his career, those last three title runs, right?
right.
If you look at the game, if you go back and look at some of those games, the scoring was low because it was a lot of he started posting up more, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, and that fadeaway shot, but he started posting up more. So, what I mean, if you post up, right? Then if you look at LeBron down in Miami, he was doing the post up a lot. Like if they wasn't getting fast break, Miami was built off their defense. So if he
yeah.
wasn't what I mean, they had like a solid core, right? But if
Hmm.
you look at how he moved, right? And I think if D Wade would have lasted longer, if he would have went to a post up game and a mid range game. Like if you look at
Yeah,
DeRozan, you notice DeRozan. Remember DeRozan when he was in Toronto, he started getting hurt,
a lot. Yeah,
right?
he
And
was like
then
in and out, but he started posting up. He always hit the mid
yeah,
range. He wasn't a 3 point shoot type guy. So yeah, I
yeah,
know what you're saying. I know what you're saying,
yeah,
but yeah,
yo. So he and that's what I'm saying. Like he did the thing, bro. Like it was crazy. Um, that if he would have did that, because I noticed DeRozan. You notice how DeRozan ever since he went down to San Antonio, right?
yeah,
He went down to San Antonio, and he's in Chicago, and he's always had a nice mid range game. The thing was great, right? You can count on it.
yeah.
But you notice when he was in San Antonio, he didn't get hurt as much, and he
Hmm.
started posting up more. He started being more like a Manu Ginobili type player. Like Tony Parker come off the pick and pop, do his thing. He's getting the spots. He's actually getting more smarter with how he plays because
Right.
he was good in Toronto, man. Like I do believe. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do believe if LeBron wasn't in the East, Toronto would have went to the finals a couple more times, man. They had some
Yeah,
solid ass teams, man. If you
yeah.
look at
They
like
did.
how they was constructed, they could have made it competitive against the Warriors. What I mean? Like they could have made it competitive against the Warriors. I'm not saying they would have won, but
Yeah,
it'd have been competitive. It was just like that first champion, that first finals with LeBron versus the Warriors. If LeBron had Kyrie for the whole series or Kevin Love,
yeah.
they would have won. It'd have been some diff, maybe in 5 or 6 games.
Hmm.
Because Steph and them would just, what I mean, they weren't used to the light yet, because you had some veterans over there in Cleveland. But the
Right.
fact that he didn't have both of them and he took them to 5 games and did all of that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like they would have won. Like they would have won. He would have won that first run through. Maybe not came back from 3-1 down. Maybe not.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And if that would have happened, they would have been like the greatest team ever, and they wouldn't have been on the phone calling Kevin Durant, and you would have had
yeah,
this. It would have been like the Lakers and the Celtics back in the day. You would have had like 4 straight NBA finals of Lakers versus the Celtics type of vibe, right? Like
yeah.
how
That,
we had
yeah.
the
That feel.
Jazz
Yeah.
and the Jazz and the Bulls.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
they went
yeah,
twice. Yeah, that feel. It's a lot of teams that started that. It was Celtics, Lakers had that for each decade.
yeah,
You
Detroit.
did had the Bulls and the Jazz. There was a period
Uh,
with the Spurs. Every other
yeah.
team when they played like that. It's a little different,
Yeah,
but
the Pistons too, like the
the
Pistons.
Pistons too. Yeah, the Pistons
Yeah,
had every other. Yeah,
yeah,
that's the
Pistons
NBA.
versus the Lakers, right? It was the
Yeah, Pistons versus the Lakers. That's
Pistons.
a
How many
classic.
did they get? Like twice? How many did they do?
Twice,
Yeah, twice right
twice.
behind each other, right? Like back to
Yeah,
back. Right?
back to back, and actually three times because the '04 that was like a rivalry.
Yeah,
And the
yeah,
reason I can say that because they won one championship off of them. See, they could have won in '88. And
oh yeah,
if Isaiah wouldn't have hurt his ankle and stuff like that, so it was
yeah,
payback. So Yeah, so
Yeah,
they 2-1 against them, so they can always meet each other again. So Detroit's
yeah,
the only team that can match LA because this Michigan,
yeah.
things like that.
Michigan.
You got LA, whatever.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you
a,
always have teams. You always have teams like that, and I think Toronto always had good teams. Even with Chris Bosh, if his ass
yeah.
wouldn't have went down to Miami, LeBron wouldn't have got those rings in Miami. He would have stayed in Cleveland
Well,
and won
well,
some.
well.
That's just me.
Well, what they was what was actually what actually was about that. They was talking about it. They was saying like what was going to actually happen was if LeBron went down to Miami, if they was because they was trying to get Melo first. Melo didn't come. He stayed in New York. So the plan was if Chris Bosh didn't go to Miami and stay where he was at or went somewhere else, then they was going. Then D Wade was talking about going to Chicago,
Hmm.
and LeBron was going to join him in Chicago,
Right.
right? Like you know what I'm saying? Like he was going to join him in Chicago, and then they was like, well, you know what I mean? And then Melo was like, why don't you come to New York? And like they was thinking, you know what I mean? It was this thought about it because you know what I mean, you going to a big market. You know what I'm saying? You go to
Right.
a big
Right.
market. Right? So it was like either go to Chicago where Jordan's at and D Wade's from Chicago, right? Because he already won something in Miami, right? But then Chris Bosh said, nah, he was gonna come, and then you gotta think about it, man. Hey man, Florida, man, state income tax, baby. Get all that
Yeah.
money. When you get all that money. So that's but if I'm gonna be honest with you, this is just me.
Hmm.
If if LeBron was really about the titles, like the titles,
Yeah.
it took off years off of his career. He wouldn't be like he wouldn't be as efficient now in year 19
Hmm.
as far as his scoring and stuff. But if he was really about titles, he'd have went to San Antonio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He would have went down under Pop, bruh. Yo, bruh. He if he would have went down there with Pop,
Oh yeah.
especially no, actually he would have got it. His shit would have extended because he'd have been low managing the fuck out of LeBron, man.
Yeah, yeah. The
Yeah,
Spurs is one of my teams I like
man.
besides the Bulls. I've always liked them years ago, even though my Bulls when Michael retired and things like that, I hanged on to them since the late 90s. I've always liked them in the 90s. That was my favorite Western team of all time. But they're the teams that I told this the third one time. I said, yeah, those are boring teams. There's a reason why I like them because they get things done. Yeah, they with that long petty shit with
Oh,
David Robinson and but Tim Duncan was an upgrade. He was kind of like a
I like
Abdul
Tim.
Jabbar type. Yeah, that's all he
Yeah,
was.
I like. You know what? Imagine LeBron James down there, bro, with Pop, and
Hmm.
he got Tim Duncan
Yeah,
and Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker and Steven Jackson. And he had when Danny Green was in his prime, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Imagine LeBron not having to literally bring the ball up the court and he could switch off with Tony Parker. But man, they would have,
yeah.
bro. And Tim Duncan ain't even gonna give a damn about them points, man. He just gonna do
Right.
his thing, and he can take plays off. Like he could literally give Tim Duncan the ball and roll out to the corner somewhere, and Tim going to do. Tim Duncan like 15
Hmm.
feet, 10 feet within the basket is like money. Like you just ain't nobody messing with Timmy, man. Like
Right, right, right.
People don't give Timmy his man. Timmy probably one up there in like one of the greatest power forwards, man.
He is up
Yeah,
there. He's one of the
yeah,
greatest. I'm not gonna lie. Much as I'm not a huge fanatic over him, but out of
yeah,
respect, I would say if you want a basic big man or front court guy or
yeah,
a center, you look at guys like him and Jabbar. They're finesse
yeah,
players, and the reason I say they're the best at that in that lane,
yeah,
I wish there was a stat. Who was the best finesse players? Them two right there, and they teach you proper basketball. If you look at it from a science, I'm talking about like a big
mhm,
man science. You look at Tim Duncan, you look at Jabbar. It's a handful of other players to do it too. Now, Elijah one's different. He's like hybrid. He does everything: the spin move, the fadeaway, and that's about it. But when you get them two, nah, they're paramount, man. Super paramount. So, yeah. It is what it is, but that's the type of shit that you got to look at, and That's the sports where I've seen. But yeah, well, speaking of,
Yeah,
we're in the realm of sports. I mean, I sent something to you at the post on current events. I
yeah.
said I saw this guy. The Saints reported hiring Dennis Allen, DC's
Oh,
Dennis Allen. Yeah, defensive
yeah.
coordinator. Yeah, it appears they filed, and it's
Hmm.
just what it was. And then Major League Baseball players stopped drug testing during the lockout. December 2nd. Okay. Testing the steroids was halted for the first time nearly 20 years due to the
Pandemic.
expiration of the sports. Yeah. Sports drug agreement between management and the players associated with two people familiar with the sports joint drug program told the association. Yeah. And the
You know, you
Texans
know.
hired Lovey Smith.
It,
Interesting. Yeah.
after old Flores flipped the table on him.
Yeah. Yeah. Lovey
But you heard
Smith.
about
So,
Sasha Brown went back to the being the what's the name, right? He went from the
yeah.
Wizards to being back being the president for the Ravens.
Yeah.
He's black dude. So you know, like the NFL's got to go run and do some shit now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they gotta bring Lovey Smith back in so they can basically old dude Flores and Hugh Jackson. They pretty much gonna give him a settlement, tell him shut the fuck up. Like they're gonna do the Kaepernick shit to him, bro. Like, but Hugh Jackson is in Grambling though. He coaching in Grambling, so he college coaching in Grambling. He already know he ain't coming back to the goddamn league. Like so, because once you do that, the owners ain't bringing you back. But I think this is my personal opinion. I
Mhm.
because if it's Miami and it's Cleveland, they want them. I think the owners themselves want them owners out of there, especially after the Dan Snyder thing with the
Yeah.
Washington. Was it Commanders? No, Commanders, whatever they call, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Let's see. Uh
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right. So yeah, man. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-mm. Yeah.
it's
Oh shoot.
almost
Yeah, it's almost done. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna drop down. Get ready for the
yeah.
get ready. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You got it there. EXO, Hail Gray Skull.
All hail
You
great skull. I'll come through later, so
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna extend this a little longer, then
Yeah,
I'll
yeah. Do
cut
you
it
think?
and come through. Yeah.
Yeah, do you think?
All
You know
right,
what I'm saying?
advisor.
You're
You're yeah, man. But like I said, but if y'all want to come up, I ain't gonna make this a marathon because I gotta check the advisor out. So I'm gonna pin this real quick. Y'all do your thing because I'm gonna start talking. And shouts out to everyone. So yeah, man. It is what it is. And like I said, it's just it's just what it is, man. But I think the one thing I could say we was talking about sports and a lot of things came to fruition. So I was mentioning it earlier. So, this is gonna be I might make this 2 hours because I know the advisor's about to go on in a minute. And I'll check him out because I was watching Lil Peep and Sky watching. They talking about censorship. Well, censorship is something, right? And then you see it in sports. And then I think Flores, the Honduras guy. Let's talk about him for a minute for Miami. This guy, this guy. I'm amazed he put that pressure on him. And it's changing, but NFL. This is Black History Month, right? This is kind of like they want to be part of Black History. If you notice, one of these sports leagues is trying to do that. That's some wild shit, but it's the whole point of what's about to happen in the future. So you come through and say some things, and it is what it is. So, like I said, you just got to expound on things to come through. So you know what I mean? Because once it's an hour, so yeah, let me switch my little pick for a minute. Let me switch my avatar real quick. I'm gonna go this because I normally do this. I normally do this. All right, all right, all right. It's open up. Um, embrace of being an independent thinker. Some thoughts because I'm not gonna stay on here too long. I said my piece with the advisor because he had a show, and y'all check him out because I know it's gonna come real soon. So he's gonna get ready and do his thing. So it is what it is, and you just gotta expound on things. But I'm not surprised what's going to happen in the future. So yeah, this is some wild stuff. So yeah, man, and we're gonna do our thing. So I'll slide through and I'll extend this. So and people just come. Y'all can just come chill, whatever, and that's just what it is. And I know people talk about, oh, it's censorship in the world. Yeah, it's always gonna be censorship and things like that. But it's crazy. But let's see. What we talking about there? Peace toy Tyrone one nicer. Okay, okay, he's talking. Yeah. This is gonna be one of these nice streams that I'm gonna have. So I think, when you embrace being an independent thinker, it's one of those streams you can just say, I do this a lot. This will be the next, not next Monday, but the Monday after next. I will come back again. It's gonna be the ninth one, and then number 10 will be like 10 of these. 11. I'll probably end this. I will say the summer. I'll have this in the spring in March, and then when it gets like it's gonna be in May, and I might cut it somewhere around June if I'm still around. That's the thing. But this channel is what it is. So I'm not saying it's summertime, but it's gonna come. It's gonna be a longer series. I decided to do this. It's like every other Monday, so I do these a lot. So that's what we're trying to do. That's the whole point of being your own, embracing of being an independent thinker. Because I don't do a lot of Monday streams. I mean, Monday streams is every other so often. I do Sundays, and it's just what it is. So it is what it is, and that's just how it is. And it is what it is. So, like I said, man, like I said, and it is what it is. And I'm just like here just to talk to y'all for a minute. So, and I'm not tripping off of it. So, yeah, man. Yeah, man. And then that's just what it is. So, like I said, I think that's one of the reasons that I see what's going on. So, in so many words, I think people are going to come through and just talk and do their things and just how they have. But the next hour may end it because I got to go see the advisor. But I'll give a couple minutes if no one's coming up. That's cool because this is one of those Monday nights. I got time. Um, like I said, this is what it is. It 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 is what it is. So I'll put this out here. Show this here. Yeah, I know. I know someone's going to come through, but like I said, I know this is one of those nights, and I know people come through. But shouts out to everybody, man. It's just what it is. I mean, one thing I can say about me as a content creator, I'm coming back and talk about different things like sports and stuff. But the Super Bowl thing is going to be huge, huge. It's going to be a huge night. So I'm going to end it around 3 something. Uh, That's Sunday coming up. But yeah, I got time, man. I got time. I will be back and talk about egalitarianism. And I mean, this is going to be a long read. So y'all going to expect this same microphone I'm using right now to be the thing. So it's going to be like what you saw up here. But yeah, shouts out to the advisor. He's going to have a great show. And I'll be over there in the next hour or two. So I'm going to talk to y'all for a minute or two. Um, like I said, man, keep doing your thing and talk about different things. That's what the whole purpose of it being embrace of being an independent thinker. And it's just what it is. I said something that's valuable, and it's just what it's going to be. So I'm not trying to think anything wrong about it. So it is what it is. So it's just like I expected that's coming and coming through. So oh, I'm off reject. Yeah, y'all can hear me in the background a little bit, and that's just what I see. But yeah, it's a blaze on YouTube right now. So like I said, man, this is kind of like what you see here in so many words. So I love to see differences of viewpoints. I mean, yesterday it was a bad start, but it was a good start to the beginning of the end. But Sundays is Sundays. But next Sunday we're gonna have the Super Bowl talk. See who's gonna win the Super Bowl. We're not gonna bet on anything. We're just gonna take a guess what's the pros and cons, and I said we'll see. I'm just gonna watch the game and enjoy it with my pops and my family and things like that because that Sunday's gonna be huge. I'm not going to stream very long because it's not a normal time. It's 11 a.m. I know everybody's going to be streaming, but I'm going to be talking about it the longest, and then I'm going to end it at 3 p.m. or something like that. We're going to talk about it, and then we'll open up to the chat if they want to come up and spew their rhetoric and things like that. Let's talk about the Super Bowl and things like that. So, like I said, but it ain't nothing much about the politics and things, and we just expound on things like that. So, as I could say, it's the whole point. So again, you see what you get, and it is what it is. So I'm just saying, like, it's so many words, and you just, right there. But because I know people just checking out everything. But one thing I can say about the sports world, it's a little difference in the baseball thing. It's just like, yeah, it's just you expound on it. But like I've been saying for the longest, I will say like, hey, we're gonna be here, and that's just it. But speaking of, we're diving away from sports. Let's talk about some real shit in politics. 2022 this year, you'll see the change in government. I'll say in the state of Georgia, it's gonna be a race. I got to keep up with it. I'm gonna talk about it mostly on this coming up Wednesday, and we're gonna talk about egalitarianism and equality and things like that. We're gonna talk about it part two. I got a couple of links I should have finished and read, and you're gonna see me different and do actual content on Wednesday. And then if they want to come through, I got to send it to certain individuals and things like that nature. So yeah, man, this is one of the things that you got to start talking about. So when you start talking, you get in this mode, and there you are. And that's just what it is. So I think some people just want to come through and just be here at the moment. So I know people are going to have their little thoughts and opinions and things like that. So I'm gonna do my thing because they said, "Man, he's got one person in the bus." Well, I had like 9 and 10 earlier, so what did they expect? I've getting stuff on the playback. Y'all act like I ain't did this before. Look, it's nothing, bro. Like I've done my part. I mean, this is a team sport. My villains is doing the damn thing. We doing the damn thing over here. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna do our thing, and I'll meet up with the captain, and that's it. It is what it is. It is what it is. And that's just how you get down. And that's how it's gonna be. Yeah. But the Visor's gonna have a good show, man. It's gonna be like the pettiness in right here. Oh, shalom, wacky shalom. Appreciate you coming through. But like I said, man, a lot of people just gonna have their thing. But like villains are spreading out. The Visor is gonna be on fire, man. Y'all gonna enjoy this shit because the next album gonna shut it down. So you know how it's gonna be. But I'm just gonna chill with y'all for a minute. I mean, it's like 9 something. Yeah, good, 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 good. Got time. I can always kill time. So this is one of those streams. Like it'll be back to normal. I promise y'all because it's gonna be one of those things. But the Thursday Thrill stream, I will try to do something different. I'm gonna come up with a topic that will sting for Black History Month. I don't know which topic I'm gonna talk about, but it's gonna matter to me. I've mentioned Nat Turner yesterday and a few others. I may come up with something. I may come up with I think Mike V gave me something. I might do that. I might do that Thursday and bring it out. I know people are gonna be pissed off when I'm gonna talk about it and things like that. I know people will be around. So yeah, man, I'll drop the link probably about the 50-minute mark Thursday. We'll see. And that's how you look at it. Different things like that. So yeah, man. Yeah. And I'm just gonna say like this. Some things you just gotta look at it from that's what it is. And it is what it is. So basically I'm just gonna come around and just say, hey, you know, and yeah, man. But I know people are gonna talk about various different things, like, because I think he sent me it with the first conservatism stream. And I think we in SKC. But one of my favorite streams of that series is number 3 because US really in the gone. And that just really brought down the bullshit that we trying to knock off. It didn't bring down the content, but it brought down the madness that we see a lot and they dissing on conservatism and things like that. But I'll say it like this. It's one of my favorite streams because it was excellent points made by both guys, participants on the panel, and we enjoyed it. What's going on, Lou? Salute, salute. And like I said, man, it's one of those streams that you can have what you need to do. So, like I said, we're gonna be doing this type of content a lot. So y'all not worrying about me. So, it's just going in for the future. So things like that. So yeah. And it's just like what I see. Oh God. Let me hit that. Damn. Fuck. I didn't mean to hit that shit. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. And that's just what it is. And that's how you're gonna see it. But yeah. And I think people love the drama so much. I saw that yesterday. I said, man, they ain't so productive. At least I got a couple of bots there and there. But that's the content you got to. But I'm glad I got the bot. So again, this is one of those things, man. You just got to do your content and just be you. But that's the whole point of this stream because what I do this on every Mondays, you just expound on things like that. So let's say this. And it's just what I'm seeing. So in so many words, we're just doing this for us. So like I said, y'all enjoyed this for a while. So there's gonna be plenty of good streams, but I'll come back 2 Mondays from now. Not next Monday, but the Monday after next. I will come back and do number 9. We'll talk about something totally different and I'll add it to the series. It's gonna be a little different because this is just like February is a short month because of Frederick Douglass' birthday. I think Paul Mooney said that, and it's very short. It's a very short month. A lot of people say it's leap year. Yes, leap year, and it's a mix of Frederick Douglass's birthday. So February is a weird month. It's the shortest month of the year. I don't really care for. January was a dry month. I didn't like January. I hate January's. I've always have been because I don't do my best content on January. February sometimes is usually decent. March is when I come out with a bang. March is gonna be interesting. I don't know what I'm gonna do in March because the Thursday thrills I'm gonna hold off on that and I'm gonna bring it back to. Um, I'll probably bring it back to the summer. I'll probably bring it back to the late summer or something like that. I'll probably start, yeah. I'll probably start bringing it back to the summer, beginning of the summer when it starts. I think somewhere around mid June or something like that. I'll bring back Thursday thrills the same time at different times like that, right? The new Thursday stream will be somewhere around this time, and I'll cut it short. And I think it's gonna start around, I believe 7:30 ish. Don't quote me, but I don't know what day it's gonna be called. I'm gonna call it something and start it. That's gonna be a spring streams. I'm gonna do it in the spring. It's something different. It's in the spring. And once it's in the spring, I'm gonna start talking to you about things like that. But it's related to the spring. You know what I'm saying? But that's the type of streams I'll be doing. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll talk about various topics. Same concept, open. It's gonna be like Thursday Thrills, but Thursday Thrills I'm gonna cut it back until when spring starts. See, early March is winter, but when the spring comes, I'm gonna cut it. And that's it. You ain't gonna see me a lot in March doing a lot of streams on Thursday Thrills. Like the early part you may see, that would be the end until the summer. So you're gonna see a lot of changes in my shit. And it's just like you do what you do. But yeah, man, it is what it is. So like I said before and I say it again, it's gonna be one of those things that you gotta have, man. So, man, Juan G's in the building. So you get this little like ratio up. I don't see what's talking. But yeah, because I know people's gonna talk and do their thing. So yeah, it's number 8. And it's one of those things that I know one person's listening, and that's cool. And that's it. But the advisor got to do his thing, and hey, he does his shows. But I'll pull through. I will pull through. And it is what we're talking about. Just like I said. And you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna come back with a huge bang. So that's what we're gonna see. But yeah, I don't know what to call it for Thursday's shows. I was thinking about it too, because in the spring I'm gonna do something different. But yeah, but yeah, let's see what he says. Okay. Yeah, do what you gotta do, bro. Yeah, I have to, man. I have to. Some things you can just be expounding on the things, but So I know people's not going to be in the room, so I'm just going to talk to myself. I'm going to say it like this: I don't care what others think. I should address this yesterday. I did address it before I deleted that shit, and it was some shit with Gino and Hannibal. They was going at it, so I didn't care what others think. Like, thank goodness the individual made it known January, so you don't see him around anymore. So it's a good thing. So I made some changes. Came a long way as a host. And I think that stream was very telling, but I didn't want to see the replay of that because I had it on private. I said, you know what? I was going to do a part two and just clean it up. Yeah, it's just what it is. It is just what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm going to see what's out here. He said, I didn't even mean to put a question mark at the end of that sentence. Yeah, you good. You good. You good. But like I said, man, you're good, man. I know people don't talk and come through and do things like that. So it's just that's what you see. And like I said, man, it's one of those things. I think we was having a conversation with someone about the historical stuff, and I was like, I was trying to tell it to this cat, you know, cartoon cat herself, right? Man, we destroyed them niggas in the conscious community, and I think me and the advisor, Dr. Doom Dre himself, we crushed them niggas. Let them argue with each other for hours, and we did our job. We spectated on that. I mean, Dre handled some hands early on Bomb Church. Y'all should check it out. I think she took it down and put it on private. So you know how that was. People on it, man. Like, this is YouTube. They do things and they forget, like public opinion. And like I said, shouts out to Gino what he did yesterday. I had to take that stream down for him because I already knew it was gonna go left when them two was got the clash. I'm surprised he ain't here in the chat. So that's just a message. Things is going left. People gonna do what they do. It happens. They come and they go. And I said this all the time. I said this, like I said yesterday, before I took that stream down. I said, y'all come and y'all go. I get new people all the time. People come through, and shouts out to the person that came through in the chat. He's new. I hope he comes back again, and we'll talk about several things. And we is what it is. So it is. It is what's about to happen. So I know people are trying to come through the channel and like and share whatever. Like I said, I'm not surprised about people coming at it. And I think DS1 had a great message about. He did a stream today. I kind of fell asleep on half of it because I took a shower because it knocked my ass out and I had to get back up. He said some valuable things. He's been on a roll. Appreciate his content and everything. Like, it's very inspiring and fiery as usual. And shouts out to Ronan. He had a good content and the moderation himself. Ronan did his thing, and we just felt like it was a good discussion with him and Gino, and they was talking about various things. But unfortunately, I couldn't keep the stream because there was a lot of inflammatory words was in that stream, so I had to cut it and start doing a part two. That was my reason doing part two. If anybody knows, yeah, we're gonna keep that long term because that would have been bad, 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 bad news. It's been bad news, and it's just what it is. I'm just saying, like, and I'm reading this article on Yahoo. One of the Super Bowl 56 luxury suite or front row seats at the 50. Here's what it'll cost you: $2 million, or maybe he's not. The former, yeah, 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 man. That's how it'll cost you. But it's like that in the Super Bowls. But people come through and say what they want. So, like I said, man, you got to expound on things, but sometimes you got to embrace it. So, you know what I'm saying? But what's going on, Psycho Candy? What's going on? But yeah, I think for me, it's like when you talk about various things, you get into that motion and you just want to be a part of it. So I'm just saying, like, yeah, in so many words, what's just going on? Let me step up to the mic for a minute. Yeah, I'm going to. I don't want to cut in nobody's time. Yeah. Cutting time. Let's see what you say. Okay, they found an article you might enjoy. I'll have to send it to you, but the article relates to what you said about the anarchism. Oh yeah, yeah. It's cool. It's cool. I got plenty of articles. You don't have to send it to me, but yeah. Hold on for a minute. But yeah, it's all good, because I don't need no more arc. If I do another part three to that, um I think someone can help you send you that, but you know what I'm saying. But and like I said, man. But if I do a stream on it, I'll do something with that. Yeah, because I ain't even on that type of time right now. So because I'm about to close out in the next hour, so about to join the advisor, things like that. Because I want to see what he's talking about in so many words. Because I know Mondays is usually time like that. But and shouts out to and it is what it is. And and that's just how you get down. So I might do a part three of that. I don't know because I'll go extensive on that, and then I'll bring it in, and we'll see what's going on right there. So, like I said, man, like one thing I can say about content, you just got to keep going and move forward. So, some people got to understand, man. Like when I talk about egalitarianism, I will bring the links to connect to what I was saying in part one, part two, because part one, I was going to go in on the two articles I'm going to read, and we're going to talk about it extensively, what it's about. Yes, it deals with equality and things like that. And I hope Saru will come through because I'll pitch him the link and it'll just be us two. That may not be an open discussion, but if y'all want to challenge it, I'll drop the link. Just one person. I ain't gonna have a full panel on that because Wednesday's usually not my open panels. It's my usually cold discussions because anybody want to volunteer on that discussion. But Thursdays, usually Sundays are my open discussions. What people say open panels, but I don't use the term panel. I use discussion. Wednesday is my actual content because not everybody's interested in it. That's just the way it is. It's only a handful. And I stopped dropping them in the chat like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I do that on Thursdays and Sundays and Mondays. I'll say Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays. I'll do that because that's when people want to come up and want to say and speak on the issues and things like that. That's what I do with these channels. But vlog streams, you already know. That's my actual content, just like my Wednesday content, because you actually see me talking about certain things. So I'll talk about goodwill trimming. I'm going against these race traders, coons, you name it, uh, in various black spaces. It's ridiculous. And what I've learned for 2 years. 2 years ago, I've learned this is a common thing for them. So expect to see something different from now on. So I'm not really worried about what's going on. So I know people are going to try their best, and it's just what it is. And like I said, it's just one of those things that you got to see for so many words. I know people just don't want to care for the content and things like that. So, and like I said earlier, it's going to continue. You expound on your content, and then you just say, "Hey, this is what we're going to do." Because I'm already an hour in, so knowing y'all talk to you guys, this is a long term thing. So, yeah, I'm not just a fiend, but got my little equipment there and there is and audio and things like that. So I'm just getting my things ready. So a lot of people say it's gonna be surgical. Someone like don't like me use this term surgical winter. Like, dude, that's not even your talking about. Most people use that talking point. I've heard several other people use that in movies and shit. You act like you create talking points. Talking points like, man, dude, get the fuck up out of here. That's why your bitch ass ain't even over here. Take Mal Man's nuts out your mouth. See, why I hate niggas like that in certain spaces? They're cowards. Especially we call them manosphere over here. See, the villain sphere don't fuck with dudes like that. I had to address him Sunday, but I know he wants to talk shit and be bouncing around and shit. I know the hate's real, but fuck them niggas. They don't get my respect. Sometimes you got to crack a few heads and tell them do some content or shut the fuck up and go sit down somewhere. It's just what it is. Because some dudes, they just want to talk all this shit and just ain't going to expound on it. But shouts out to Auntie, what he did with Nicer and things like that. And he controlled his panel. He's been watching my shit. He's learning. He's learning as a host. You got to put your foot down. You can't let these dudes run amok. And you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes you got to take control of your channel. Thank God I'm still here. Because if I would have kept that stream, y'all wouldn't have seen me. Y'all wouldn't have seen me. But I wouldn't have cared. And I would have created one then and would not care at all. But I'm still here. I was thinking about creating another channel, but I'll think about it. Something to think about in the future, but I'm not going to just trip in off things like that. And that's just what it is. But, you know, people going to talk their little shit. And it's just so like, you know, we pesky villains over here. And we're just going to keep it at that. So, yeah, but you know, I'm not really surprised what's going on. So you see what you can see. But y'all give me 1 second or actually give me about 15 seconds. I won't go on mute for a minute. All right. I'm back. Yeah. You know, this is going to be one of those streams that you can just bona fidely do your thing and just how you do something right quick. So, like I said, some people are going to do their thing, and that's just what it is. You know, that's just that's how we get down. And it's just what it is. And that's how we get down. So I know people are going to be talking. It's just what it is. So, you know, I know people are going to be expounding on things like that. So, um I know people are going to just be tripping at this point and, you know, just like, hey. And I know people's just saying going to keep it on content and things like that. But like I said, y'all feel free how you do your content, and that's just how it's going to be. So in so many words, I expect people to look at things different. So when you're talking to content creators like us, we always say different things in so many words. So I'm here, and a lot of people are going to hate regardless. So like I said, I can do this by myself and things like that. I've proven that many times and times again. So I know people are going to come through and do the content. I could have extended this shit earlier. You know what I'm saying? And people woke up and things like that. So yeah, you know, but I'm glad I scheduled it and it's all good. What's going on, Commandante Lou? Again, okay, appreciate you. But yeah, Yeah, because it's one of those Monday nights. Because I know these streams is not going to be always pandemonium and things like that. So I know people ain't going to say much, but yeah, damn. I know people are busy, but I was thinking about this mic over here. I might have to look into that. So I'm just saying, like, there's another one I like too. It's handheld. I might have to get that instead. But this neat right here, I'm thinking about that for pre-records. Yeah, and that's just what it is. What it is. It is what it is. I'm just like saying, like, some people just go crazy over it. But like I said, people come and go. And I said this early in the stream. Yeah, we was talking about the NBA and things like that in the league. Well, when the league was finesse, it all started with David Stern, and they was trying to sell that pitch since the '80s, and then they got what they wanted, and that's where you got Adam Silver and things like that. So it's no need to talk about the NBA extensively. Like, we expounded on what we saw in the NBA. So, like you say, today is one of the things that you see what's going on. But I had to charge I had to put a new battery in my headphones, the noise cancellation. I know I coming in clear with y'all, but you know what I'm saying. But it's all good. So I'm with my dynamic here, so enjoying this. But it's like $100 something. It ain't no $200. No, this $100 is reasonable. It's USB and things like that. This thing can take a lot of pounding. I can go 4 to 5, 6 hours with y'all with this. You know what I'm saying? But that's the whole point. So I've learned a lot. Did some content on it. A lot of people didn't give me no credit, but it is what it is. Once you have that audio set up, you're good. You start talking to people and things like that, and then there you are. So I'm always going to have the microphone in deck because I started out not having one because that's the whole point of being in this series, and I embrace it. Once I start getting certain microphones, man, I've started learning to be entrenched. So the Ribbon Mike series, I would love to bring that back. I would love to bring that back and just talk about gear for Tuesday streams. I'll do something like that for Tuesdays and then just extensively talk about that in the morning. Actual gear and content, different types of content. So it's just the history of it. And it's just like a series I'm going to do. There's a lot of stuff to talk about it and then get into it as much. That's the thing about it. And then when you extend on it, you just be like, okay, this is what we're going to talk about right here. So some people are not going to look at it as a whole. But embracing being an independent thinker is like you think for yourself. You don't think like your typical red pill spaces. And I think that's a good thing. So most people don't see what's going on and things like that nature. So I feel like this is needed. And the good thing is, I'm just saying what is, and it's just what it is. And that's just what it is. Sometimes people just look at it for what it is. I know some people don't want to be addressed in certain things, in certain situations. But like I said, man, I know people are upset about that situation. And it's just like, you do what you have to do. And he's just gonna be. But I think so many times he's just here's what it's gonna be. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. And I understand that I have knowledge of that. So some people are gonna go their separate ways. I think I learned this year people went their separate ways. I think last year was like people were looking for cover and things like that. And I understand that people didn't like my ass in the beginning. At first they kind of did, but they really had that angst for me since March. And I kind of appreciate that where they stand at. So they show me their true hands, what they are. So fine, fuck it. I'm glad they showed their hands. I think this year I enjoyed this year more than I did last year. Last year was cool. I like last year's YouTube. It was fun. A lot of classic streams I can talk about. This year, I know some bullshit start, but it's usually going to be. But that March shit is going to come. It's going to be a lot of people who's going to turn against each other. That's the whole point of the March Madness of the things. I'm not going to call these streams March Madness season. So you're going to see a lot of college basketball people going to get into the tourneys and things like that because regular season and playoffs in college basketball is still here. So, like I said, when you see these streams that I do, I plan them out and that's it. But next Monday, I'm not going to be here. The next Monday after, I will be. But the Super Bowl Sunday, just look out for that stream. I'll start early. The time is a little different. Probably ended at 3 o'clock because I know everybody's going to like the fuckery at the time. I don't give a fuck about that shit. All I care about is the Super Bowl and that's it. And we're going to do what we're going to do. People going to come through and it's going to start talking and that's it. I know people want to get the link from the chat and want to argue and things like that. I'm like, nah, we ain't doing all that. We're gonna set that up. I'm not gonna follow nobody. I'm not doing that. Just get that shit ready. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna watch out from the clouds. You got to pick the days. Like Fridays, Saturdays, I'm easy going. Sundays, you can't. Those are my days. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You can do that shit. You got to address them. Stop fucking around. So we hold our own nuts over here. Tell people that all the time. We're just gonna do our thing, and that's just what it is. I'm just waiting for the 2 hour mark, y'all. So don't worry about me. So I'm just gonna let the advisor do his thing, and I'll slide through. You know how I get down. I'm always in the chat watching, and Sky watching the clouds. Because since I'm doing the stream, I can't be on 2 streams at once. You know how it is. You know how we get down over here. Yeah. What is this? It's out here. It is what it is, but you see what you get. But it's one of those streams that you can have. What's what? So yeah, man, it's cool. He said, "What's going on?" Okay, PSA: James Gibbs can't pull up on any more panels without cash apping the channel host. I run it up on his ass every time. Damn. Okay. Okay. Let me start that. Okay. Salute, Auntie. Damn. This space shouldn't have to deal with that lame ass nigga for free anymore. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think she talked about him eventually. Yeah, yeah. We call him Mr. Pills over here. Yeah, he fucked up when he came at me sideways, but I let him live. So it is what it is. Yeah, he's got to do some content. That's my challenge with him for this year. And it's just what it is, man. Like sometimes you got to do what you got to do, man. Normally, people are tired of that stuff, and I think people are gonna see right through that. And yeah, man, that's why you see we always call him Mount Manor Man, but Anger Man don't allow him to have an open discussion like that because he's a one man show, and I respect that. I mean, everybody's different. I might have to discuss that on a separate vlog stream before I go against the goodwill trimming. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow, the goodwill trimming. But we're going to go against the clowns today. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. But this is going to be a future vlog stream. I might do a Friday vlog stream talk about disruptors and how to check people and trolls. I'm going to talk about that. And I might have to write some shit down Friday. I have to do a vlog stream about that. That's going to be very, very, very interesting because I don't do streams on Fridays no more because I give that to Juan G's and that's it. That's a whole nother thing. So yeah, but yeah. He's not welcome over here either. So that's a whole nother story. So I try to do as best as I can because I'm not gonna stay here that long, y'all. Because I'm just waiting for the 2 hour mark and I'm just gonna kill it because when 9:50 rolls around, there we are. So yeah, because this is like because I already had the advisor on earlier. So if y'all watch it and scroll in the beginning, we was talking about sports and things like that. It's usually independent thinker series are usually short. They're usually like 1 to 3 hours or most. If you want to go over the conversations, 4 hours. The longest I had was me and Charles. That was like 7 hours. That's a damn good one. Damn good one. Classic and epic. But yeah, he's not welcome over here. Because that shit over there with Juan G's, but he's on a high guillotine list. So yeah, we'll see what he's talking about. If he pays, he'll leave him alone. But until then, no stream is safe. Yeah, yeah, he is what it is. Oh, he's never been safe because I already issued that shit. I will say last month. Yeah, nigga's done. But it is what it is. So, like I said, we're gonna continue to do our thing, and that's just what it is. And we're gonna say what we're gonna say, like simply Neek. I want to say what's up to her in the chat. So, like I said, we do our thing, and that's how we're gonna be. So many words and so many things, but like I said, we're gonna do our thing over here. So, um, speaking of which, speaking of which, Visor gave me an idea about Japan. It's gonna be on my future bucket list. I mean, it's nice. Get my situation fixed, and then I go over there and travel. That's what I'm thinking about doing this summer. I don't know. I gotta see first. The spring is not a good time to travel because they got those restrictions. I gotta see what the summer's gonna look like. And I'll think about it. It is what it is. So, as I can say in so many words in passing, and you got to do what you got to do. So, I'm not surprised what's going to happen long term, and it is what it is. I'm just not saying in so many words. So it is what it is, and what's going on. And that's how it is. But like I said, man, I figured it's gonna go down the way it's gonna go down, and that's just how we're gonna expound on. And that's just how it's gonna be. But what I can tell you is, in so many world, you gotta understand it's gonna be what it is. Yeah, they talking in the chat. Oh shit. I don't think their stories. Let me see their stories for a minute. I don't do Instagram like that. Yeah. Yeah. Ain't nobody tripping off that. So that's just how it's gonna be. So, oh yeah, talking in the chat. Okay. And that's just like I said, sometimes people don't contribute anything, and that's just how it is gonna be. Um, you see right through the bullshit for what it was. But yeah, man, some people got tired. I had to cut certain people off, certain trolls. They like to sky troll. They come in the daytime, and then once you open the link up, next thing you know, they want to sky troll. I check with several individuals. I don't have time to argue with people and things like that because I look at my time and my minutes. I'm getting better as a content creator as I can, especially doing streams like these all the time. So you expect me to do more. And like I said, I mean, BGS had a out with this tech guy, found it interesting. Utah, we're talking about our praises. Utah, several different instances. Like I said, some people just go crazy in conflict, and there we are. So, speaking of which, I will say in the political aspects of it, I mean, I'm keeping focus on the state of Georgia, like, because there's going to be some changes around in the future. And you see what's going on in so many words. So some people just going to be who they are. And I think that's just how people expound on things. So, as I can say it, most people just going to be who they're going to vote for down here and things like that. But they're tired of the modern government. They're here. Uh, Governor Kemp, he's terrible because of the health care and things like that. So, like I said, they expect me to talk more about political stuffs in the future. And I think people just gonna just see me talk about it way more. And I know people are just not gonna go into it right away. And that's just how it is. And that's just how it is. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is. And I think some people just gonna look at it from so many words. Some people just gonna have different viewpoints and things like that. So I know some people are going to get mad and say different things and get upset. And, I always skywatch what's going on, but, just pay attention to the chat and all that stuff. But yeah, it's just no need. It's no need content wise, and it's just what you're gonna see in so many words. But as a content creator, you just gotta learn how to deal with a lot of shit, and you be respectful and things like that. So there's a lot of disrespect that came through on my ways and the fuckery and things like that. So I'm gonna be sound minded, soundproof, and like I said in so many words, because it is what it is, and we see what's going on. So and appreciate everybody that came through tonight because this was a short one because the advisor has his little time and things and his pettiness. The officer of petty himself, the master himself of the advisory of the villain sphere, our trusty advisor. He just gives advice and keeps it simple. And that's just how we get down. So some people just gonna be who they are. And in so many words, I'm just not worried about certain individuals. And I told you, like I said before, I said it again, I'm doing my own content. If you don't make a lot of numbers on content like pre-records, vlog streams, do what I do and don't get a lot of views and you over here panel prostituting, get the fuck off my shit and do some content. That's all I gotta say. I'm not mad, just do some real content. Shut me up by doing some real content. That's all you gotta do. To me, if you want to go against me, do some real content. Don't talk about no gender nonsense and politics and bullshit. Do some real motherfucking content. It's a variable what's going on. Let's stop the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all over here tripping. Like I said, stack up and match up. $85 cash. Yeah. Let me stop. Let me stop being petty for myself over here. But shouts out to everybody and that came through. I know people are just gonna come through. Appreciate Auntie coming through. Gino himself, the Dark Knight. Who else says? Psycho Candy, Legendary Wacky World of Old, Degenerate, the Slayer, the Shurigan himself, Jay Shine, DC Killer. And shouts out to this guy right here, the new guy, Marquise Kid. Appreciate you coming through. You always welcome back. The advisor on the panel in the chat himself, Dr. Doom. Trey himself, the advisor. And shouts out to Lady Love coming through. CJ Hiatus Black. Known as Hiatus Black, yeah. Himself, CJ. Appreciate you coming through. Nicer. Who else came through? Toya, the Ultimate One Son. And Char Willie, appreciate you coming through. And then Captain Ghost. Captain of the Villain Sphere. Oni the Ghost himself. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. And I am listening. Appreciate you for coming through, man. Appreciate you for coming through. Oh. Oh, shit. Yeah. Get that out of here. Oh, someone took care of that. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. 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 Someone came through and took care of it. All right. All right, about that. All right, signing off, y'all. On say peace and shalom. All hail, great skill. And I'm out.